TV, my name is P. Soladipo. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike has disclosed that the Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State was right to have asked the former Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi for prior notice before visiting the state. Wike recalled that when he was Governor of Rivers State, he provided Obi with vehicles and logistics during his presidential campaign in the state. He pointed out that the governor will be held accountable if anything happens to Obi while in the state. Wike spoke in Benin City during the launch of the modern mass transit buses by the Edo state government. The minister dismissed claims that Okpebholo threatened Obi against visiting the state. That's all on the update. My name is P. Soladipo. Thank you. P. Soladipo. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana and Shehu Sani yesterday criticized the United Kingdom's Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch over her recent comments on Nigerian citizenship. During an interview with CNN's Fared Zakaria on Sunday, Badenoch said she could not pass on a Nigerian citizenship to her children because of her gender. She suggested that it is easier for Nigerians to acquire British citizenship than for foreigners to become Nigerians. Reacting to the claims, Falana debunked her claims. In a statement yesterday, Falana described Badenoch's statement as a display of utter ignorance and accused her of misinforming the British public to score political points. Falana said, in a desperate attempt to impress the British electorate, Kemi Badenoch keeps running down Nigeria. Contrary to her misleading claims, her children are Nigerians because she is a Nigerian. Her assertion that she cannot give Nigerian citizenship to her children because she is a woman is not consonant with Section 25B and subsection C of the Nigerian Constitution, which provides that every person born in Nigeria after independence, either of whose parent or grandparent is citizens of Nigeria, or any person born outside Nigeria to a Nigerian parent is a citizen. Similarly, a former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has slammed Kemi Badenoch over her claims regarding Nigerian citizenship. Reacting in a post via his ex handle on Monday, Sani berated Badenoch for bothering about getting a Nigerian citizenship for her children. The former lawmaker asked Badenoch to enjoy her adopted home and leave Nigeria alone. That's all on the update. My name is P. Soladipo. Thank you. Ohanaeze Indigbo has pleaded with the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the last general election, Peter Obi, for the sake of equity, national integration and peace, to drop his 2027 presidential ambition and support President Bola Tinubu's second-term bid. This was as LP sank deeper into internal strife with rival factions trading accusation over the interpretation of the Supreme Court's April 4 judgment and the party's stance on Obi. Meanwhile, the party's vice presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, has admitted that Julius Abure remains the national chairman of the party following the Supreme Court's ruling. In a statement in Abakaliki, the deputy national president of the Ohanaeze faction, Okechukwu Iziguzoro, told Obi that wresting power from the incumbent President Tinubu would prove exceedingly challenging, reminding him that only the Southeast would not make him president. Iziguzoro maintained that the president's political climate, marked by a lack of unity among opposition leaders and the inordinate ambition of Atiku Abubakar, who at the age of 81 seeks the presidency, poses a significant risk. He further noted that Obi and Atiku will share the opposition votes, which will ultimately pave the way for Tinubu's re-election, and should the scenario unfold, the repercussions would undoubtedly fall heavily upon the Southeast, pleading with Obi to support Tinubu's second bid. However, Senator Nenadi Usman's faction, which claims legitimacy following the court's ruling, dismissed reports of an alleged plot to expel Obi as false and mischievous. A senior special advisor on media, Ken Eluma Asogwa, accused political jesters and imposters of spreading disinformation to undermine Obi's coalition building efforts. Asogwa reiterated that Obi's coalition activities have full support of the party's leadership, referencing a May 25th statement booking his efforts to forge alliances. But the Abure-led faction fired back, accusing Usman of misinterpreting the Supreme Court's judgment in a counter statement by National Publicity Secretary Obiora Ifo. The group urged that the ruling merely reaffirmed that the judiciary lacks jurisdiction over internal party affairs and did not endorse any leadership. It dismissed Usman's claim to leadership and insisted the party had moved beyond court drama to focus on the 2027 election. The All Progressive Congress (APC) has expanded its dominance in the 10th Senate, increasing its seats from 66 to 70, following the defection of four senators from the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP). The development excited Senate leader Okoyemi Bamidele, who assured Nigerians of APC commitment to better governance and national development. At yesterday's plenary, Senate President Godswill Akpabio read letters from Senators Francis Fadausi, Osun East, Olubiyi Fadeyi, Osun Central, Aniyekan Basi, Akwa Ibom North East, and Samson Ekpong, Akwa Ibom South, formally notifying the chambers of their switch to the ruling party. The senators blamed their decision on the deepening internal crisis within the PDP, marked by factional struggles, unresolved leadership issues, and legal battles, which they described as destabilizing and counterproductive. Basi declared support for President Bola Tinubu's renewed Hope agenda, expressing his desire to contribute to APC's inclusive and development-driven policies. Similarly, Fadausi said he could no longer remain in the party, plagued by disunity and mistrust. The defection further weakened the PDP's presence in the Senate, reducing its numbers from 36 at inception in June 2023 to 28. The Labour Party holds 5 seats, down from 8, while the New Nigerian People Party (NNPP) is left with just one senator. The Social Democratic Party (SDP) retains 2 seats and the All Progressive Grand Alliance has 1. The two seats, Edo Central and Anambra South, remains vacant pending by elections to be conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission. APC now stand just 3 seats away from the securing a two-third majority in the Senate. During the plenary yesterday, Bamidele described at latest turncoats as a sign of growing confidence in the APC. He congratulated Akpabio, APC leaders in both states and Tinubu, saying the development reinforced the party's responsibility to re-engineer its philosophy and deliver on its promises. Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra has appointed Mr. Joachim Acho as the new Accountant General of the state. The appointment was announced in a statement issued today in Awka by the Governor's Press Secretary, Mr. Christian Aburime. According to statements, Acho emerged from a rigorous selection process. Acho, who hails from Abia, first came to Anambra as a student and later completed his National Youth Service Corps in the state, where he received the State Merit Award for being the best corps member. Impressed by his outstanding performance, the then military administration offered him automatic employment in the state civil service. Over the years, Acho rose through ranks, serving as director and later permanent secretary before his recent appointment as accountant general. The statement emphasized that the appointment was not politically motivated by a result of a transparent and merit-based selection process. It noted that the process included computer-based tests, a rigorous screening exercise, and a final stage involving personal interaction with the governor. Soludo congratulated Acho on his appointment and urged him to discharge his duties in the service of the state with integrity, professionalism, and dedication.